You're staring at the clock at 3 a.m., eyes burning like fire, mind racing through a fog thicker than London's infamous smog. But here's the chilling question. How long can you really go without sleep before your body and brain betray you completely? Science says it's not the endless grind you might imagine it's a ticking clock to chaos that could shatter your health in ways you'd never expect. Stick around, because we're diving into the dark side of wakefulness. From real-life records that pushed humans to the brink, to a future where sleep might become optional, revolutionizing everything from daily life to deep space exploration. Welcome to our in-depth exploration of how long can you go without sleep. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button now. We're all about unpacking mind-bending science with stories that keep you wide awake in the best way. Let's get into it. Sleep isn't just a luxury. It's the unsung hero that keeps your body and mind firing on all cylinders. But what happens when you skip it? We're talking about a universal human need that's as essential as air or water. Yet in our always-on world, millions are testing its limits every day. To understand the stakes, we need to start with the problem, the devastating toll of sleep deprivation on your body and brain, and why pushing those boundaries can turn deadly. The core problem starts simple but spirals fast. Your body is built for rest, and denying it unleashes a cascade of chaos. Picture this. After just 24 hours without sleep, your blood alcohol equivalent hits 0.10, higher than many legal driving limits, making you as impaired as if you'd downed a few drinks. That's not hype. It's backed by how your reaction times slow, judgment clouds, and focus shatters. Push to 36 hours, and microsleeps kick in those sneaky seconds where your brain nods off without warning, turning a drive or a work meeting into a potential disaster. By 48 hours, hallucinations creep in, shadows morph into monsters, whispers echo in empty rooms, and paranoia sets in like an uninvited guest. Your immune system takes a hit. 2 studies show cytokine production drops, leaving you more vulnerable to colds, flu, or worse, with recovery times stretching longer. Chronic deprivation, even just skimping to under 6 hours nightly, amps up inflammation, spiking risks for heart disease by up to 45% and diabetes through messed up glucose processing. It's like your body declares war on itself. Hormones go haywire, ghrelin surges to make you crave junk food, while leptin plummets, paving the way for weight gain. And your brain, it shrinks literally. Prolonged wakefulness hampers neurogenesis, the birth of new brain cells, and floods your system with toxic proteins that build up without sleep's nightly cleanup crew. Kids and teens suffer even more. Growth hormones released during deep sleep get shortchanged, stunting development and learning. In adults, it's a recipe for mood swings, anxiety spikes, and depression links that feed a vicious cycle. Poor sleep worsens mental health, which then torpedoes sleep further. The scary part, you might not even notice until it's too late, as judgment impairment hides the damage. Globally, over 700 million grapple with this, costing economies trillions in lost productivity and health woes. It's not just about feeling groggy. It's a silent epidemic eroding your very foundation, turning everyday warriors into walking zombies. Now, let's shift to the current state. What do we know from real experiments and records about how far humans can push without sleep? The benchmark comes from Randy Gardner, a 17-year-old who in 1964 stayed awake for 264 hours. That's 11 days straight under medical watch for a science fair project. By day 3, he was slurring words. By day 5, paranoia hit hard. Hallucinations followed, with him mistaking street signs for people. He bounced back, but long-term, he reported insomnia issues. That's the record, but it's not unchallenged, some claim. Longer stints, like a 266-hour feat, though unverified. Modern ethics shut down such extremes. No one's intentionally gone that far since, as risks outweigh gains. Today, studies simulate deprivation safely, like a 2023 trial where participants hit 48 hours and showed 20% drops in cognitive speed, with brain scans revealing disrupted neural synchrony, the rhythm that keeps thoughts flowing smoothly. In 2025 reports, about 20% of adults clock under 5 hours nightly, mimicking mild deprivation and linking to higher accident rates. Drowsy driving rivals drunk driving and crashes. Neuroscientists on platforms like XBuzz about how even partial restriction, say 6 hours for weeks, mimics full deprivation effects. with one 2024 post noting a 30% immune dip after consistent short nights. Kids fare no better. A recent analysis of thousands found teens averaging under 8 hours score lower on tests, with emotional regulation tanking. But positives exist. Some use controlled deprivation therapeutically, like wake therapy for depression, where skipping sleep boosts mood via serotonin tweaks, though it relapses fast. Gaps persist. Genetics play a role. Rare short sleepers thrive on 4 hours thanks to mutations, but most can't hack it. AI-driven models now analyze vast datasets from wearables, predicting personal limits with 85% accuracy, outpacing old guesswork and highlighting why we're superior at forecasting breakdowns before they hit. So, where does this lead us? The future implications are massive, tying into universal quests like technology and space exploration. If we crack sleep's code, we could slash deprivation's toll, boosting global health and productivity. Imagine wearables evolving into smart systems that nudge optimal rest, using biofeedback to sync with your circadian rhythm. Early prototypes in 2025. Trials cut insomnia by 40%. In medicine, gene therapies targeting sleep genes could let us function on less shut-eye without fallout, addressing the 50 to 70 million with chronic issues. For space, it's game-changing. Long missions to Mars mean cramped quarters and disrupted cycles from zero gravity and light queues. NASA's 2025 reports test tech like adaptive lighting to mimic Earth days, reducing deprivation that plagues astronauts put to 80%. Report sleep woes, risking errors in critical tasks. Future habitats might use AI to simulate deep sleep phases, compressing rest to 4 hours while preserving benefits, enabling longer voyages without mental melt. On Earth, this tech could revolutionize shift work, cutting accident rates in industries like healthcare, where deprivation fuels 100,000 medical errors yearly. Broader, it fuels human progress. Clearer minds drive innovation, from AI breakthroughs to sustainable tech. Skeptics say we're decades from sleep hacks, but recent neural mapping suggests faster timelines, with models simulating brain recovery on vast datasets to tailor solutions. This isn't just survival, it's supercharging humanity to explore stars and solve earthly puzzles with sharper tools. Now, let's dream big with a speculative scenario. It's 2040, and sleep deprivation is ancient history. Biotech implants, evolved from today's Neuralink trials, let you dial sleep needs down to 3 hours nightly. Picture a Neuralist chip that amps delta waves the deep restore phase while you're semi-awake, analyzing your brain's real-time data to optimize repair without full shutdown. You wake refreshed, memory consolidated, immune fortified, no grogginess. For spacefarers, it's revolutionary. En route to Alpha Centauri. Crews enter induced torpor, a hibernation-like state inspired by 2025 rodent studies where metabolism drops 50%, slashing food and oxygen needs for years-long trips. They sleep through the void, bodies preserved, minds dreaming in controlled simulations to fend off isolation madness. Back home, night owls thrive in a 24/7 world, boosting economies as productivity soars. Think, curing global fatigue, slashing depression rates by modulating serotonin mid-rest. But shadows loom. Corporations mandate minimal sleep for endless shifts, widening gaps between enhanced elites and the rest. Hackers could trigger forced wakefulness, weaponizing insomnia, or ethical dilemmas. Arise, do we lose creativity's spark without dreams? While some doubt this by 2040, citing bioethics hurdles, breakthroughs in synthetic biology make it believable. What do you think? Would you chip in for less sleep, or cherish those 8 hours? Comment your thoughts below. Pulling back, how long you can go without sleep is Untabout records it as a mirror to our fragility and potential. From Gardner's 11 days, showing the brink to future tech, promising rest, revolution, we're on the cusp of mastering this vital force, fueling progress in technology and space, while safeguarding health. One common worry: can you die from no sleep? Data says indirectly, yes, rats perish after weeks. Humans hit fatal crashes or health fails sooner, but no direct sleep death in records. Balance is key. Aim for 7+ hours. We've just skimmed the surface of this eye-opening topic. If it kept you up in a good way, smash like and share with your night owl friends. Subscribe and ring the bell for more science that sparks wonder. Tell us in comments, what's your longest no-sleep streak? or what sleep future excites you? Let's keep the conversation buzzing. Until next time, rest easy and dream big.